Shizzy with the Xbox here, aka Link215. Here with my man.
It's Astronaut H here, man. You know, let's rock and roll.
Yeah, man. We want to talk about some nostalgia, man. We want to take it back. Okay. I want to do a series talking about like a lot of the great shows we watched as a youngin, as a kid. Let's go back. Let's jump in the DeLorean and let's go back. So the first show I wanted to talk about was Saved by the Bell, aka Miss Bliss, or Saved by the Bliss, whatever we want to call it.
Good morning.
Yeah, exactly. Bliss. Good morning, Miss Bliss. When the first time, before we get into it, the first time you seen, not even Saved by the Bell, but the idea of the Miss Bliss thing, how did you first hear about it or seen a little bit of it? Was it recent, or was it when you was back then and you noticed it?
No, it was the funny thing is I was watching I used to watch Saved by the Bell, and then they would go back to when they was young. So you'd be like, when did this happen?
Yeah, how they do that?
When they do that, how did they get younger? You just your mind was it was a mind thing. It's what you first hear about Miss Bliss, and then you actually learn that it was actually a show at first.
Pilot,
That was the whole idea. So yeah, that was my first time hearing about it.
Mine too, because I was young too, watching Saved by the Bell. Then they had the episodes with Zach talking in the beginning about his childhood and having one of his favorite teachers. And it's when you get older, you realize, no, that was the show. Something must have happened. They had to re-ramp it, and they focused all on the kids. Yeah. And then they had this footage and probably went well, how can we use it in a couple seasons down the line? Let's just use it like this. And they figured out, even though they're not in California. Well,
they're not in California at all.
Yeah, so they had to try to bypass that stuff that was written in there, but hope you wouldn't think about it.
Yeah.
But let's talk though. Let's talk. Let's go through a couple scenes. Episode. Talk about what we think and everything. So good morning, Miss Bliss, aka Saved by the Bell, aka Saved by the Bliss. It starts off
a lot of names.
Yeah, exactly. It starts off a lot of stuff with Saved by the Bell. You walk in, you see all the kids in the hallways and float around. And I believe the first person to focus on is Zach walking down the hallway and all that. Talking to Screech, who stayed a member of the show, and I forgot the other guy's name. I won't call him Fake AC, so I'm gonna call him Fan because he's a fake AC. So Fan. Box Fan, not playing these up.
Well, that's Mikey. Yeah, that was.
Yeah. I'm just joking. So Mikey, they talking and Zach
in defense.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, in defense of his look. Yes, that's who we all know and love.
Exactly.
Mario Lopez.
Yeah.
Of course, that wasn't him. So that was the early days. So again, go ahead, Link.
Yeah. So it seems like he was talking to Mikey and Screech, and he ended up bringing up Summer because he came back from summer vacation. How he met this fine piece and all that.
Little honey dip.
Exactly. They doing good. Everything's fine. He just had to lie and say he was a little older so he can, get them digits and all that.
Well, he said he was a 9th grader. Yeah, that's where he went wrong.
Yeah, because
he was in 8th grade.
Well, technically he was a 7th grade. He was. He just passed 7th grade. He was met her in the summertime. So I'm about to be I'm a 9th grader. So she's in the 9th grade. Then after that scene, they talk a little. We see Miss Bliss for the first time, right? She's talking to I forgot the music teacher name.
She's talking to the other teacher.
Exactly. So Miss Bliss talking to the other teacher, and of course Mr. Belding walking all in, and Mr. Belding go ahead. What's that?
Well, the thing with that
dynamic of the teachers.
This is what I didn't like. Because in the beginning it was we knew. See, we going off of what we know about the show before we even knew about
the show.
The current exactly. So you see Mr. Belding, but the way he was talking, it was
he's a
Commander-in-Chief. It's a different Mr. Belding, Commander-in-Chief. What you doing? I need you to do the PTA meeting. You can't do it. Why? She's I got a date.
Yeah.
Like, is it firm?
Firm?
Like,
yeah.
what do you mean?
Yeah, whoa, that's too much. Bro, I said I can't do it. Like, is it firm? How long we been working together?
11 years.
He's like, so yes, it's firm and it's the date, but it's like you all up in our business because he got some tickets. He want to go out with his own wife and everything.
Yeah,
he want her to cover the meeting and everything. So
yeah,
that was interesting. First scene out, we seen the kids having a little thing. Then we go right into the adults having anything. Now watching this as an adult,
yeah.
Now you can appreciate the teachers what they're talking about, and like her trying to have a personal life, and him technically speaking trying to have his personal life too. He's trying to like, hey, have some time with his wife, and thought she could help out. So you see the two, I guess, the beginning of the episode, you see what it's building to. Zach with his girlfriend he has, and then Belding trying to get this day off with Bliss. Have to prepare for her date. So we already first couple of minutes we setting up.
Yeah, so tap into.
Oh yeah.
After that scene, the girl comes in.
Exactly.
The girl comes in sees Miss Bliss.
Yeah, but she's and she's walking her, I guess, to her next class, and then they bump into.
Well, she said I'm new. She says I'm new.
Yeah.
And then
to the school.
And then we see them go down the hallway, and then boom, they bump into Zach. Lo and behold, who is this girl?
Yeah, that's TV. Yep. Yep. So now he sees her. Now here. We already know, like you said, we already know Zach Morris, but now going back and watching the prequel Zach Morris, this is definitely Zach Morris. Like his character didn't change because he just started compounding lies right from the rip.
She was Miss Bliss was like, "Can you walk her to class?"
Exactly.
He was like, "Of course." He was like, "Of course I can." And then she was like,
no extra mileage or something like that.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh yeah, no extra mileage, yeah." But Zach was spending her the whole time. As soon as he started talking to her, lying. I got my license.
Yeah,
I got my license.
That came out of nowhere, by the way, because like
said, I got my license.
She never asked him about that. He said like, "Yeah, I got my class, but it's somewhere over there because we got our driver's license." Like, what? Why did you just add on the driver's license, bro? Like, you could have said the on-campus stuff. Oh, well, can you drive me and my friend? First, they was going somewhere far too. Like, she wanted him to drive. Like, first of all, if I just got my permit, I can't drive. Like, and he said, well, it don't work on Wednesdays. Like, so now he's just lying on top of lying. He has a lie for the lie.
She was like, well, you can come drop me off on Wednesday. He was like, oh, it don't work on Wednesdays.
Exactly.
Like, he was quick. He was quick with it, though.
No, because he's Zach Morris. From the rip, he's been Zach Morris. Like, he ain't no character change. Yeah, so we get into that. So you got the whole building up. Hey, I got this girl I talked to in the summertime. Bam. And she go to your school. Something like Grease when they found out they go to the same school and everything. And, everybody know the movie. So, like.
You know that movie. You know, if you've seen it, you know it.
Exactly. So, so you're sitting there. Now, let's get into, like, how far is these lives going to go? Or how the universe is going to force Zach to deal with his lies. So from the rip, hey, we got assembly coming up. You're the 8th grade representative. You're gonna have to stand in front of the people to let you know. He's like, what?
He said the whole school.
Yeah, yes, exactly. The whole school, not just like you and Mira, Zach, because Nikki was in her bag. Nikki's the smart alligator group. She don't bang. She don't bang with that.
Yeah, she the one. She's the defiant one against Zach. So Zach. You need that dynamic. But Screech was always there to create that goofball dynamic with the class. So most definitely.
Yeah. So when he's saying, look, he can't man up. Like it's going to be, I can't do it. So it's but you're a class president or something. So. That's some backstory there, and then she's like, "Well, I resigned," and then Zeke, Screech said the best line of the show. Like he can't give it up. You know how many votes we bought him?
How many votes we bought?
So that was crazy, and then it goes into try to maintain his lies through the whole episode. Like now they had lunch. Man. They had lunch, and they walk up to the lunch table. Mikey, Screech, just to say what's up, and then she from the rip said, "Oh, so y'all in the experimental 9th grade too?" Like, and they freeze because, like, yo, Zach, when you're supposed to tell your homie to lie, but you don't tell him to lie.
But you don't tell him to lie.
Yeah, like the girl call you and be like, oh, was Steve with you last night? You be like, all right, she calling me because he told her that, or she trying to see him I'm going to lie for him? Just like that. So they had to go along with it and said like, yeah, and it was getting awkward. She already was suspicious a little bit there.
Well, you could tell in that moment, like she was a little like everything because she was asking questions, and it was like a lot of like little, everybody's story was changing up, like, and Zach was like, yeah, of course, like he was speaking for him in all instances. So it was definitely a different dynamic between the two. You could tell it was starting.
Exactly. So you see the build up, and why this is happening, of course, at the same lunchroom. Mr. Belding trying to get Miss Bliss to like he's adamant, and he just tells really more of the reasons why, but it don't pan out. She doesn't bite. Yeah, she still got her plans and everything.
Of course, because Belding was, like I said, he in the beginning of the show. He was very firm.
Yeah, exactly. He was firm.
He was very firm. He was very firm.
Yeah. And after that, it's the same old. Nikki. His girlfriend. What's her name? I forgot. Zach and the girl.
Karen.
Yeah, Karen meets up with Nikki and Lisa, who just wants up. Yeah. They have a little conversation, and then that's when they about to leave the lunchroom. And Miss Bliss walks up to Zach. Hey, what's going on, man? Because you wanted to be the president. Now you're not. Mm-hmm. What's going on? And he just tells her the truth. Look, I thought I was in 9th grade. I don't know what to do. You know, they got a little jokes in there, but she said, look, the truth is the best way. At the end, they're like, tell the truth and maybe it'll turn out right. So Zach was about to man up. Zach went out there when she was standing there, the best part of the episode, when she was standing there at the lockers, like, look, I'm going to just tell her the truth. I'm going to man up. And she started going whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop with him. She like, look, this Saturday, you should come over to the crib. They ain't gonna be there. We got a pool. Like, what? You got a pool?
Bikini?
And I got a bikini that I didn't want to wear at the lake because I'm too shy, but I'm gonna wear it for you. And like, so what you gotta say is that
he said, I'll bring my snorkel.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And that's the end of window too. Like, oh, come on, bro. Come on.
I'll bring my snorkel. Like, come on. And look, though, you got to think, like, we older now, so looking back on it now, you're like, damn, that's how they was taught. Like they put that in the show in the 80s.
Yeah,
in the 80s.
Reckless.
Just reckless. I mean, and mind you, they put the laugh track there also, so now it's
supposed to be the joke. Yeah, it's
meant to be funny. But Zach was trash for not telling her the truth, though.
Yeah, he should have told her the truth, but we know as a man, like, at that very moment, it's like, come on, like, it was hard to tell the truth. All right, the next scene is just something simple. It's showing Bliss lost her parking space, but that leads,
TK is there.
Yeah, so they wanted to show Humper coming as a character, but that leads into the next scene when Zach kind of get busted. He meets Miss Bliss in the hallway. They talk about certain things and how she gets a hint. Zach always comes through at the end so he could tell his truth. And he just says a simple line, all right, well, see you in homeroom tomorrow, something like that. And then Zach bells he could have kept walking. He didn't want did I say homeroom? Did I say homeroom?
And she caught right on to
it. Yeah. And he was trying to clean it up.
Tell me the truth. Yeah. Tell me the truth.
Exactly. It didn't it was awkward after that because he couldn't clean it up. Like, you're in the 8th grade and he don't understand, like, why, like, when she left, he was more like, nah, like, this shouldn't be the reason, but you was lying, bro.
He was lying.
You didn't just lie about the grade. You was lying about the car. You was lying, having a license and
everything.
Exactly. He would just keep going and going. How many people was in the class too? He's a tutor for 8th graders. Like,
just lying. Exactly. Yeah. She was he was like, Miss Bliss runs a special experimental 9th grade, and I'm one of the students. Like, she was just all over the place, just tap dancing.
So that kind of was the end of his story when it came to her. Like, all right, now that was it. You had a chance, you lied and lied and lied, so the repercussions of lying. That's a good message. And then after that, it's the continuation of Bliss' story, because Mr. Belding comes into class once again while she's grading papers or something and try to say, hey, if you was in a meeting, this would you would do here, and she cuts that off again. Like,
listen. Yeah, that date meant everything to Miss Bliss. Like, you gotta understand that if you watch the show and then watch the dynamic of that first episode of how important that date was, you knew once you saw it. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Exactly. So like Belding tried again, it didn't work. So now it goes right into it's time now. The main event is here. Sorry for get ready for our date. And of course, we hear a knock on the door. She gets ready for the date, but who's at the door? The music teacher.
That's a teacher.
Yeah, who's sporadic? Who's I guess the teacher version of Screech. She supposed to bring that
good That was a good, that comic relief.
Yeah, the comic relief, because Miss Bliss is clearly the straight man. She's the straight man there. So so you have the other character. She didn't have the flowers, so she's trying to build flowers there while her date actually comes to the door. This is funny to me because we watched it and everything, how he didn't say nothing. Like when he walked in and the friend, the music teacher kept talking sporadically, he was just looking at her like,
he was just focused on Miss Bliss. He wasn't even
a real man. You know, I don't know you, and you keep yappy. I'm not here for you. How you get these flowers? He was just like,
I'm not here for you.
And then just looked at Bliss like, yo, who that? Like, and Bliss just sold her friend like, I don't know who she.
I never listen. He said, "Who's that?" She said, "I've never seen her in my life."
She didn't come with you. She didn't come with you. Like,
nah. Yeah, so they sat down and had their date. Yeah.
In a date we learned a little information. He's a doctor. He works in the hospital. We start getting a little dark about it. Like he said he's sick of having conversations with girls with surgical masks on. Even now, technically speaking, we're sick of having conversations with girls with surgical masks on.
So everything now. Ain't that so crazy how that's relevant to today?
Exactly.
That is so crazy. So
we kind of feel his pain there. But even though it was probably because he probably ran through all the girls in the hospital, and he got to go out the hospital meets the teacher.
I've seen shows like that. I've seen shows where they do things like that.
Grey's, you know what I mean? A little Grey's Anatomy in the back, a little Dr. House.
Little Grey's Anatomy.
He already used to draw too.
Like that.
So
I've seen shows like that.
Yeah, so she goes in the kitchen because I think she wanted to give him some pie or something. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, she said, "Do you want some pie?"
Yeah, go in the kitchen. Yeah, exactly. Like a diner. She a real woman, you know what I mean? So I don't know where Zach is like a creep in our window and everything. Like, I didn't even know that was the dynamic. Yeah, like, I mean, we don't know where he lived. We don't know if this is like a Corey Matthews and a Mr. Feeney right next door thing. But he was at our window.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how he really liked the girl. And he was really hurt.
Yeah. And at first, listen, in that moment, you seen that Zach do have a soul.
Yeah, he's just not a lying fool out here. Like, no, he cares. He cares.
Yeah, he has a soul.
Exactly. He just don't care only about ducks. At first, we just thought it was just the ducks he cared about, but no, it's just not that. So he was talking, and of course, if we want to keep it to the actual scene, she left, went back in there, then he dropped something in the kitchen.
Yeah,
she goes
comes back.
In the kitchen.
And they talk some more.
Climax conversation of the show. We got into some messaging. Just explaining how he really was hurt and how she's saying, "You're growing up. You want to feel a lot of hurt." And as a kid saying the right question, so it must get easier, right?
Yeah.
Actually, sometimes it gets harder.
And
then she
spoke about her husband.
Exactly, and even as a kid acknowledging, like, man, I'm talking to you about my little pain, and you're talking about your husband, like. But she said, "No, you're young. I understand this. This means something for you, and I'm here for you because I understand it because I'm grown." I feel like that was like good messaging of how even like a adult should talk to a kid. Like even the idea that and the kid is smart enough to understand too. Like, damn, like her pain trumps mine, but she's still here to willing to listen to me.
Right.
Of course, while all this happened, the doctor was in the other room. Like, hold on, bro. It's noise in the other room. She talking. No, she cheating on me, bro. He kicking the door, waving a 4-4. I mean, like,
who in here? He like, oh, the paper boy.
Yeah, people ain't falling for that.
Boy, I'm the paper boy. You forgot to pay me. And then he like, I'm sorry, I gotta go. Sorry, I gotta go.
Deucing.
She like, oh no, don't go.
She was like, no, she felt like that. I lost my date. She's trying to explain, look, sometimes my kids stop by. They need me. I'm here for them. And I ain't gonna lie, we need teachers like that. I'd have a teacher like that.
We ain't have.
I needed a Miss Bliss, like Miss Bliss.
Yeah, more or less. See, because back in the day, teachers wasn't able. It was a disconnect. Yeah. Now you can really connect with the teacher. Now they give you the email, they give you all that.
Exactly.
So it's more acceptable, but that dynamic in the hood, different dynamic.
No, it wasn't like that in the ghetto. No teachers in the ghetto.
Different dynamic. But the doctor, he said, I gotta go. So Miss Bliss was like, no, don't leave.
Kind of defending herself.
Like, yeah. He was like, no, it's not that I want to go. I gotta go.
I got things I gotta do. Yeah, I'm a doctor.
At the hospital.
I'm a doctor. Like, you should have known that. So she kind of put her foot in her mouth, but the show kind of ends there. I mean, you have a reconnection with Zach and Bliss again. They just talking about what just happened, because he did say you are a great teacher. He has a great teacher, so he brings it up. And the guy was right. You are a great teacher, and you know, the show kind of goes off with them eating some pie, right?
Yeah.
So this is the first episode, right?
Good first episode. Yes. Good messaging.
I feel like it sets you up. So we're gonna talk about the certain characters and what we feel like, what you like or maybe dislike. So the two main characters of this episode is Zach and Miss Bliss.
Of course. Right,
so let's talk about Zach first. He's the first person we've seen. So how do you feel about his storyline through the show?
His storyline was good.
Yeah,
it's good.
But starting off, he thought he was trash. Yeah,
Zach Morris, trash. He's trash. He's trash because he's lying.
Yeah, he's a liar. He lies all the time.
He's a liar.
For no reason.
And the crazy thing is, he ain't have to in that situation. He didn't have to. He could have just let it ride. All right, cool. You come to school. You the 9th grade. All right, now I'm gonna just tell you, I'm in 8th grade.
Yeah.
And the left.
Or he could have kept the 9th grade lie, but he kept adding things to the 9th grade lie.
Well,
why was that added?
Well, even if he say I'm in the 9th grade, she gonna be like, "Where were you? What 9th grade class you in?" And
I want to meet you after class, and
it would have been more. I think the lies would have compounded more if he would have said, "I'm
regular 9th grade."
I'm in regular 9th grade.
So he had to be off campus.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, well, I do feel like in the beginning they showed us that Zach has no problem with compounding his lies to hold on to something that he wants. And it shows that he's a natural scammer because they brought up we brought home ropes. Because they didn't have to drop that line. He could have just won the merit because he was just a good student. They went, nah, we paid for them votes, bro. You can't just get that up. We did a lot to get you president. So seeing those two things they show. Now they do show that he can admit to other people that he messed up. Because he told Bliss, look, I need to be in 9th grade. I did this. I shouldn't have did that. And I don't know what I'm going to do. So that shows like he can admit like some fault. But then when he was confronted to do the actual truth, he backed down again. He heard the bikini, the hormones of the man start coming out. He kept talking like Vince McMahon. Yeah, damn
it. Yeah, because in that situation, like when we first see, here's the thing. We know the Zach Morris later.
Yeah, so we just kind of
So we look at the young Zach Morris. We like, no wonder you did that when that happened. It makes sense now because your character, that's your character.
Yeah, you always been that way ever since a youngin. So it's like, but at the when he realized he got caught in this lie and tried to defend himself, we've seen some remorse afterwards that he was really hurt. He was home. He couldn't stay home. He went out. He seeked out his teacher to try to get some adult advice, get some guidance from it. So it showed. At the end, it showed that maybe he could learn from his mistakes.
Right.
So, out of scale, I say a grade for Zach Morris' storyline for this episode. What do you get?
Oh, that's a strong B. Strong B.
Okay.
Strong B.
I like that. So Miss Bliss' story was she had a date.
Oh, she had a date. She was introduced. This is your first time seeing her, so she's introduced as the teacher.
Yeah, the teacher who is responsible,
right,
and so responsible, the principal could rely on her to take care of the meetings when he's not there, because she done this before. So he leans on her. So it shows that she's really reliable. She really doesn't take dates because they looked at it all weird that she.
Yeah.
You know, and that could have been more because her husband died.
Because of her husband, because of her husband.
So we found it in. So that was even more heavy. Like, so her going through our date, and then showing how much you care about the students, because student coming to your house, you trying to, you know what I mean? You might be like, oh, you gotta go, like you can't be here. But nah, she wanted to listen to Zach and be there for him while she was on her date. So it shows her willingness to work off clock and to care for the kids, and how she looked at his work as somebody who's respectable. So how do you feel like her introduction? Because we didn't know her. We knew Zach already. So seeing Miss Bliss, do you go like...
This is better. I say like an A. I give it an A. I give him an A. Yeah, I get an A.
I give Zach personally, because I give Zach an A, and I probably give Bliss a B.
Okay.
Like starting up, I thought it was really good. Giving his
No,
character.
like that first intro to see this.
The first
here's
scene,
the
that's
thing.
what you like. You like the
We know what we know about, certain characters in the show already.
Yeah.
But watching now and watching back on it, you look at it, you like, okay, I see why they wrote that there, or why that made sense with the story. Like, because they had to, because with the whole situation with Zach and the girl, it was like, okay, we can't keep letting Zach go along with this through the whole episode, because then it would just seem like, all right, well, he's going to get away with this all the time.
Yeah.
No, it has to be some type of closure. So the closure was having the girl find out he wasn't in ninth grade.
And it wasn't a happy ending. She didn't forgive him and just got back together with him. She's like, that
was it. That was it. Once she found out, it was over.
Like, it's repercussions to your actions. So I like that. That's why I give it that. I like that they showed that from the beginning. So it shows like he should learn his lesson. He doesn't.
Good, good writing.
Yeah, and I feel like that was the only two storylines in the show, right? Everything revolved around them two, right?
Yeah, because Belding his story was attached to Miss Bliss.
Yeah, and he had to go to the meeting. He never.
Yeah, Lisa, Nikki, Mikey, and Screech, they all was wrapped around Zach's particular story in this episode. So that was the dynamic of basically the show in 30 minutes.
Yeah, and it was a good episode. I ain't gonna lie. Rewatching it again as an adult, you can appreciate Miss Bliss stuff way more.
Of course,
because you can see the adult angle of it.
That being the first episode, though. Episode.
Yes,
so
I think it was concrete. I love that first episode. I want you to give, like, I guess, your 2 cents to keep it a buck. So how do you feel overall, like rewatching this episode? I think you've seen it before, but years later, how did you
watching it now? I feel like because like I said, what I know from the show, but watching it now is like I forgot like this had taken place. It's like, okay, the little nostalgia give you that sense of like, damn, I used to really like this show. Like you just like, you start getting that feeling again, like, damn, I really like this show. Damn, I like them characters and all that. Then you forget this is totally different than Bayside. This ain't got nothing to do with Bayside.
Yeah, it's really it's a whole different show. They just had some of the same dynamics. So they thought, we could get away with re-showing this. Like, you know what? They got the same names. They kind of got the same character flaws that they just play it.
But in the sense of the show, like as a the first episode, I'm not going to speak on the show as a whole because we're going to speak on it as a whole as we go along. But speaking on the first episode, I thought it was good. It showed that they have margin for character progression, and that's the one really good thing about shows. If you show every show has to have that beginning, that middle, and that end. So this is the beginning, and this is a good way to start this show, in my opinion.
I definitely agree, man. I can't wait to talk about the next episode.
Of course.
Because that's what Screech, right? We felt like he realized he loves Lisa.
Episode 2. Yeah.
So I can't wait to get into that and everything. And how long this video's been. It's been respectable. But go ahead.
No, I said that the next episode, the people are going to enjoy us giving our take on that one. I know for a fact, if you are a fan of Saved by the Bell or Good Morning, Miss Bliss, you're going to enjoy our take for sure on this.
No problem. So again, I'm going to close the video out. Hope you enjoy, man. Comment, thumbs up. If you don't like it, man, thumbs down. Let me know when I'm doing wrong, man. And this was our review of Saved by the Bliss. I'm sticking with that.
Saved by the Bliss.
We catch y'all in the next video. Peace out.
Yeah, jump that whole box. All right, cool.